Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. Tonight, we're going to talk about a few topics, go over some things, hopefully have a good time, enjoy the content. I want to thank you for being here. It does mean a lot to me. So, in the ever-ending, or never-ending actually, quest to keep collecting with, the market the way it is, as we are near the midway point of 2021, here in the middle of April. It is a challenge to keep collecting and trying to stay focused. As I always say, it's easy to say and it's so difficult to do. But for the last few weeks, I've been very satisfied with what I'm picking up lately, trying to anyway. And I'm going to put it on the tee here for you guys. I've got a few big ones coming in my opinion. Next few days. They're not here yet, so they won't be seen tonight. But I will be showing them off next time for sure, because I am proud to have been able to add them to my collection. And for a bit less than I would have guessed as well. So that's always nice. Price-wise. So where do we start here? I've got one care package that arrived the day after I shot the last episode, so I want to show that off real quick. Well, open it. I opened it, but I did not read the note or look at the contents. And this is from Shane. Shoebox Legends, up and coming YouTuber, long time blogger, so he's not new to the hobby, but new to the YouTube community. And a bunch of you have already welcomed him warmly, and I appreciate that. But wow, you can see he's got the really good handwriting, and I love a good note, so let's take a look. Just a small token of my appreciation for what you bring to the hobby, to our hobby. I love your enthusiasm and positive approach, and that you are always willing to share your knowledge of the hobby. Hopefully these cards are a fit for your collection, but if not, I won't be offended if you pass them along to another collector. That's actually a very good point. Thanks for inspiring me to start my channel, and for all of your support. Keep learning and keep collecting. I know I will. Shane. His name's Shane, aka Shoebox Legends. Uh-oh. P.S. Sorry for the scotch tape on the one top loader. Blame Panini for that one. Came straight from Panini like that. Alright. So, that'll go right into the YouTube family album. And, we do see blue tape here, so that's good. But we're already been forewarned. There's oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. 2011. Oh, look, he's got even... Interesting. Let's remove the blue tape. Tabs and everything. This guy, he knows. So we've got a numbering system, 112. Huh. Alright. You would think 1, 2, 3, but this works. I appreciate this is excellent. You would think that possibly some... Oh, wait. Alright. So we'll do that next. So this is a 2011 Topps Chrome Atomic CC Sabathia. with actually, you can't really see it, hides it well, but actually very good, very well centered. All right, so this is an Mbappe instant. It's my first Mbappe instant card. I don't think I own any instant cards, if I'm being completely honest. And look at that, Todd Helton. Man, these atomics are something else. And you know what the best part is? They're numbered on the back to 225. Let's see if the I'm gonna totally blow the. Good enough. So this and the CC numbered to 225 right there. And this, I don't know. I know they number these. It just says of 1 of 540. So they do. Oh, look, that's what he was talking about. That's interesting, Panini. Huh. I'm getting these. Do not have to be removed now. But look at that. Just look at that shine. I mean, that's just utterly incredible. I mean, in person especially. Well, that's a good segue to something I got in the mail. And that would be the 2020 Sapphire. Topps Chrome Sapphire Atom Bomb. So you can kind of see the technology is the same. Of course, the 11 is a little bit better. I mean, I went ahead and won one of these. I mean, the centering is terrible. You can, it's off both ways, but the price was right. And you know, as time goes on, I don't think these are going to be any cheaper or easier to find. They're kind of, getting saturated into collections, either getting graded or into sets or whatever it may be. So I wanted to add one of those to the Atom Bomb collection because essentially this was the same price as I paid for the box that I was able to get from Topps. And I have no intentions of opening that box. Considering what they're going for, it would make more sense just to sell the box. Speaking of selling, I ran across, I don't know if anyone watching needs these, hit me up, reach out to me. I found, going through some stuff, I found this is brand new, still sealed. I bought these direct from the company years ago. So this is a 100 Card Saver ones by Cardboard Gold. I found 4 of these, so I'm willing to move all 4 of them in a flat rate box for, I think I was doing comps. I put it on Twitter, but I could do the 4 of them for, $125 shipped, flat rate box. That cost me $15 for shipping. So, friends and family, obviously. So if that's something you're interested in, hit me up. And if it's still available, it's yours, no problem. Okay, on with the show. So, one more thing before we get to the main topic, which I thought of when I was thinking of, hey, what should the next episode be about? I picked up a couple Kobe's rookies. It's amazing. Excuse me. It's amazing the prices that have gone on with Kobe's, and I don't think it's finished. The price increase, I don't think is finished. But, PSA 7s now are well over $100 a piece. And, when I talk about Kobe rookies, I'm talking about, not Topps Chrome, not Finest, not EX, obviously. I'm talking about your, I don't want to say generic, or your basic, I guess is a good way to put it. Your basic Kobe's. Hoops, Fleer, Upper Deck. skybox, stuff like that. Back in the day, now that these cards are 25 years old, but they were run of the mill. They were readily available, not too costly, but things have changed. But I did pick up a intentionally some lower graded ones. Like here's a Upper Deck SGC 55. Back when they used to use 1 to 100 point. Don't ask me to explain it. But this is accurately graded. The front looks good, but on the back here you can see the corner is dinged up. There's like a little divot right there on the top. I mean, it's accurately graded, and the price reflected that. So I was glad to add that to the collection. I made what I thought was a fair offer, and the seller accepted it to my surprise. So happy to add that. And then the one other Kobe I added was this Fleer Ultra 96 rookie. And you can see there in a SGC 4.5 VGX. And I have the Kobe Upper Deck, but I've never owned this card, so it was time to own this card. And honestly, it looks a lot better in person than the image in the auction that I was able to win. It's got some corner damage. I mean, the main offender is it's accurately graded, don't get me wrong. I don't know if it'll pick up. No, it's not going to pick up. But this corner is kind of bunted, I think is the term. Like someone dropped the raw card and it fell and pushed in the corner a little bit there. But I mean, it presents very well, and it was pretty much priced at less than a raw, which again, these have gone absolutely crazy price wise in 7 and up. We're at the point now where PSA 6 is a three-figure card now for basic Kobe rookies. Sit back and let that sink in for a minute. PSA 6. So, the main premise for tonight's episode, I've been thinking a lot about, like I said, alternate collecting, and what I'm about to approach is not earth-shattering or new or a revelation of any kind, but I've been looking into player's last flagship card. And it's really easy for a mantle. You got the 51 rookie, 69 tops, 69 flagship is his last card. He has a 69 O-Pee-Chee, but for the most part, for this particular little side project, however you want to call it, just going to go with flagship and chrome, which is essentially the same image as the flagship, but the chromium technology. On occasion, if I see something else that's nice looking and relatively affordable, I will tend to pick that up as well. But I like to try to, as much as I can and as bad as I am, I like to stay on target. So I think that one of the players I've been targeting, and I think he's kind of gotten a bit forgotten now with he retired 2 games into the 19 season, and that seems like a lifetime ago at this point with COVID happening and the pandemic and everything else. It just seems like this guy has been forgotten. And for what he accomplished, that's just wrong. And I went ahead, and it's not his last flagship card, but and technically it's not a card either, but it was something that I had seen and was very intrigued by, so I went ahead and picked it up. You know, after a little negotiation, it did take some back and forth with the seller, which is fine, but in the end the seller was reasonable about it, and I'm extremely happy to add it to my collection. And that is a 2009 Flagship All-Star Ichiro printing plate, and it's graded in a BGS 8.5. It is a 1 of 1, a real 1 of 1. As it says there, this is the actual printing plate used to manufacture his 2009 Topps All-Star card from the game in St. Louis. And I just think that's fantastic looking. And actually, I think it looks a lot better in person than on the internet. And it does look good slabbed up in this. And, you know, I'm not really a huge BGS fan anymore. I have no problem with them because, you know, I purchased this, and the silver flip works with the printing plate. So that is something I'm very happy to now have in the collection. Something you really don't see every day. And even I've got a couple of friends that are huge Ichiro collectors, and they don't have this because obviously it's the only one there is. So speaking of Ichiro, I picked up a couple other things. I actually started a new card folio for him. You know how much I love these things. So here you can see, you know, there's the 06 Bowman Chrome refractor, the Topps Chrome refractor, his last Bowman Chrome there, 2018 blue refractor is a really good photo. You know, I was able to pick up one of these for $6, which was ridiculous. You know, it's 7 or 8 shape, but $6 for an Upper Deck rookie. Come on. And that was, you know, this past month. And that's the his final Heritage. This is the high number reverse negative. I'm not going to get that in the camera very well, but that's the reverse negative error from his last Heritage card. And over the last few weeks, I've really gotten a stronger appreciation for these 2006, especially the Flagship design. It's really grown on me. You know, I think there's a lot of room for the late 2000s stuff. You know, the rookies kind of bombed out, and it's like the pre-Trout time period, so I think a lot of it is forgotten. But there's the 2011 Diamond Anniversary, just super shiny. Again, I'm not going to be able to get it good. You know what that looks like. Now here's his last Flagship card. This is the vintage numbered to 99, the Topps Chrome refractor from the update, which is numbered to 250. We got the Topps Black, the Mother's Day, and the Topps Gold. So all those cards are numbered. I think that adds like an extra cool factor to it. Like, and these weren't relatively expensive in today, especially in today's world. I also picked up, this is the image variant, well, the short prints, not a super short print, just a regular short print from 2018 update, Topps update, which, you know, the start that, you know, Juan Soto and Acuna, even though it's not Acuna's rookie, he's still in it. But 2018 Topps update is growing. Status is growing by the day. And then you've got this is the only Topps Chrome unnumbered refractor, Ichiro's last flagship card. And these were only in the 2018 Topps Chrome cello packs or value packs, however you want to define it. Only available at Target, and these were like $2 each, which to me is that's pretty disgusting. They're not easy to get. There were 2 per value pack at $10 value pack retail price, and it's a 100-card set. So you had 2% chance when you opened a pack to get any particular card you wanted. And again, there's the Topps Gold from the printing plate. You know, that's the printing plate used for that. So I was happy to add that to the collection. 2008 looks good. 2007 All-Star. Now, there's a couple other players in here. These are all retired players. Trust me, it's in here. Barry Bonds. I just feel that for as much hate as Barry Bonds has gotten, his cards don't reflect that anymore. They've gotten quite costly, especially the refractors and stuff. You know, and here's the third retired player that I've been targeting, and that's David Ortiz. This is a blue refractor. Whoops, not just blue refractor right there, and the 2002 Topps Gold, which is numbered to 2002. It doesn't really show up much because the flagship flagship set itself from 2002 is a gold bordered set, the base cards. So that kind of ruined that a little bit, but that's okay. Still numbered to 2002. So you can't really find it. It's really tough now, you know, going on 20 years ago to find any particular player you would be looking for. This is I haven't had a bin steal in a long time, and this one, what I'm about to show you, I consider a bin steal. Now I know these are not the most popular parallels, and they stopped making them after 2018 update. But they still make them in chrome. This is the Topps Flagship negative. Now, I had never seen one of these in person till this came in, and what's really cool is this is foil. The nameplate here. There we go. See if I can get this all foil. I did not know that. I mean, you look at that, it just looks black and white, like the rest of the photo. But it is a foil on the nameplate, so that's a pretty cool addition that I did not realize. Just didn't know. So under the always learning banner. But again, this here is David Ortiz's last Topps flagship card, and in the chrome, same photo. I mean, obviously his last year was 2016, but they did go ahead and put him in Series 1 in 2017. So I don't think, I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as to why. Well, because it stops, that's why, let's be honest. But there's no rhyme or reason why one player gets the next year and one doesn't. And before I show the last item, which is actually a pack that we're going to open live on video, I want to say that, this has been a fun project. I understand the feelings towards Big Papi, David Ortiz, but again, this was under five. This was like $5.20 shipped. I mean, it was like $3.50 or $3.75. Buy it now, and as soon as I saw it, I hit the buy it now immediately. So, his price points, like I have a blue refractor coming in. It was $6.50. So the price points for, love him or hate him, he is what he is. We want to get into the whole steroid thing. We can do that another time. I've blabbed on long enough, but it doesn't really bother me. But again, that's the whole baseball topic we can do another time. But sticking to the cards, a friend of mine who I told about this, he said, well, yeah, Rick, I said, having a last card is pretty significant. And he said, well, everybody actually has a last card. It's just a matter of when that is. And that's true. But think about, and we've all collected rookie cards, and you think about it, it's much easier to get a rookie card than have a last card of significance with, numbers on the back. That type of thing. So to have a nice storied career, and like Ichiro, and then have a nice last card. But he's in the 19 Heritage set, but the Heritage is not Flagship. But to have a, unfortunately they didn't have all the years, but they have his totals there on the bottom, and he actually went 0 for 2 his last. But anyway, I'm just saying, is I think it's a really, you look at Ichiro, 2001 tops, all the way to 2018. There were a couple of years, 13, 14, he didn't have cards. Again, politics, whatever. But basically what I'm saying is it's a nice thing to have something to look forward to when a player you've been collecting or admiring for a long time has a storied career and has the last card. Like Miggy's still got a few years left. JT, no sweat, but when his time comes to an end, his last Topps card is going to be, well, obviously you'll be collecting it anyway, but just something special. Now, earlier this spring, Pujols announced that this would be his last season, and he's in Series 1. It's a horizontal card. What are you going to do? But is Topps going to Topps and release a 2022 Topps card in Series 1 for Pujols? Again, you don't know. I don't know. I've been picking up some of his 2021 parallels. I picked up a yellow for $2, a purple for $3. That $2 or $3 isn't really going to crush anybody. I mean, I like Pujols to begin with, so. But, it is difficult to find. Like, I don't have, like, one of the big cards I have incoming is a very popular player, and his Flagship parallels are the rarest stuff. It's really impossible to find now after all these years. So with Pujols, I'm trying to, jump on them now. While the price is not just the price is low, but you can actually find them. And that's why I was super stoked and surprised to see this show up. Because there's probably 25 of these. They're not numbered. They're not popular, but they are certainly not easy to find. So the print run on these might be an unnumbered 25. Might even be 15. I don't think it's 50. It's just something you don't see very often. So, another player I've always been a big fan of is, the lightning rod, Alex Rodriguez. I like Alex Rodriguez. I don't apologize for that. And again, without getting into all that, but his last card was 2016 Topps Series 2. And he wasn't in 17 like David Ortiz, whose last year was also 2016. So, I mean, there's the Topps being Topps there. Why they decide to make one guy and not the other one, who the heck knows. But, this is his 2016 flagship card. Now, this, which we're going to open tonight live here on video, is a sparkle pack. I think this was the second year they started making sparkles in 16. I think they might have started in 15, but they might have started in 16. I can't remember. But they started getting very popular after Acuna blew up. And this is a 5-card pack. This is a exclusive to hobby factory sets. So for every hobby factory set, just look at that shine. And this first year, or this 2016 year, they're numbered to 177. They've gone up a little bit over the years with popularity, but the thing to remember is two things with these sparkles. If you have a player that's in the Topps base set, this 5 cards could be anyone from Series 1 or Series 2. Like, you've got McGee on the front and we've got A-Rod on the back. So in just a minute we're going to find out who's in the middle. But like I said, these were only in the hobby set. So you had to buy a hobby set, you had to open the hobby set, and you would get 5 out of the 660 players. Cards, because team cards, league leaders, all that other stuff. Now, obviously, if you're a long-time Topps flagship collector, you've got hobby sets sitting in your closet that are unopened, so you don't know who's in the sparkle pack, because you have to physically unseal your factory set to get your sparkle pack. So even though this says 177 made, there are far fewer than that on the market. So it's a little misleading when you see a listing and it says, "Oh, numbered to 177," and you think, "Well, crap, 177 is a lot." But how many of these packs are opened? And I'm not doing the math right now, but how many factory sets would you have to open to get all 660 cards? 5 cards. So if you open 100 sets, that's 500 sparkles. So you're not even close to having a set without dupes and all that other stuff. So that's something to keep in mind. That's important when you're dealing with sparkles. It might say 177, it might say 249 or whatever it is now. But not everyone's opening their factory sets. And if they are, they're not talking about it on eBay or on social media. It's something to keep in mind. Just because it says 177 doesn't mean, and again, I get it, in 2021, 177 of one particular card is a lot, which is wild to think about for someone who's been collecting for 40 years, but that's just something to keep in mind. And again, this is just super shiny, and well done Topps on this. So I was able to strike a deal with this seller and was able to get this pack for $10. And again, because I wanted I wanted the A-Rod card. So to get the A-Rod card, obviously I haven't seen any other ones. And I get it, A-Rod, whatever. I get it. But, the fact that I'm getting the A-Rod sparkle, and anyway, it could be a Trout in here. Could be, Ichiro on the Marlins. It could be Ortiz, could be Miggy, could be anybody. So we're actually going to open this live right now. So here we go. Too late. No going back now. The seal has been broken. I don't think the seller thumbed this. Technically, I guess you could thumb through it and see, you know, who's in it. But here we go. Hopefully some good stuff. But either way, I've got the card on the back that, well, let's go ahead and open. Let's pull that one first. So there we go. There's the A-Rod Sparkle, number 117 of 177. And again, that's just has great, I mean, look at you can see down here in the logo, just shine. Just a fantastic card. This is his last Topps card. He's pretty much an old man in this photo. He actually doesn't have a flagship rookie. That's another topic. But again, to add that to the collection, very happy. So let's see. So we've got Jake McGee. Let's see who else we got in here. Omar Infante, number 155, 157. Todd Frazier. And finally, Zach McAllister. So, no winners. But again, you know, Cleveland baseball team collector. You know, Reds, Cincinnati Reds, Royals, Rays. Again, that was totally worth it. It's much cheaper than trying to acquire and again, look at that shine. 2016 is not the best because of this crap. If it was a full border shine, that would be even better, but you know, it is what it is. But for $10, that was certainly worth a shot, knowing that, you know, this has gotta be at least $5. You know, if anyone wants to sell me one of these for $5, hit me up. But I want to thank you for tuning in tonight for a extra long video. And I want to thank you for all of your time over the years. I appreciate you. Stay safe, be well, and be kind.